Hi everyone, my name is Adibwale Adeyinka Hassan. I'll be presenting to you about the 97 things every programmer should know. In this presentation, we tap into wisdom of experts to learn what every programmer should know, no matter what language you use. With this short and extremely useful tips for programmers, you will expand your skills by adopting new approaches to old problems, learning appropriate best practices, and owning your craft through sound advice. This presentation will cover 8 out of 97 things every programmer should know. Number one, act with prudence. It is the general rule that it is not how far but how well. But sometimes you have to choose between doing it fast or doing it well. Maybe to meet a deadline or implement a thin slice of feature. As soon as you make the decision to compromise, write a task card or log it in your issue tracking system to ensure that it does not get forgotten. Try not to be in this position. But if the situation absolutely demands it, then go ahead. But you must track technical debt and pay it back quickly or things go rapidly downhill. Number two, check your code first before looking to blame others. Developers, all of us often have trouble believing our code is broken. But as soon as we let this sink in, we become better at debugging and we fix issue with our code faster. And this will in turn save development time. Number three, code review. A lot of people tend to run away from this thinking it's a way to criticize what they've done. But instead of simply correcting mistake in code, the purpose of code review should be to share knowledge and establish common coding guidelines. Sharing your code with other programmers enable collective code ownership. Then you should do code reviews because they increase code quality and reduce defect rate. Number four, continuous learning. Some employers are generous enough to provide training to broaden your skill set. Others may not be able to spare the time or money for any training at all. To play it safe, you need to take responsibility for your own education. You need to keep learning to stay marketable. Otherwise, you become a dinosaur stuck in the same job until one day you no longer be needed in your job or your job get outsourced to some cheaper resource. Deploy early and often. Have you ever seen a situation where everything runs well on your local machine, but when you push your code to the live server, something's got broken? This is this happen often than not. Then you have to test your code in the live environment before the end of development lifecycle to enable you to fix issue as they arise. Number six, don't be afraid to break things. Sometimes you might know there's something wrong with your code, but you are afraid to break it. Don't you know that a skill surgeon knows that cut has to be made in order to operate, but she also knows that the cut are temporary and will heal. The end result of the operation is what the initial pain, and the patient should heal to a better state than it was before the surgery. So if you don't break it, you can't amend it. Try as much as possible to fix issue when they arise. Number seven, don't ignore error. As Benjamin Franklin rightly said, what the little things, a small leak will sink a great ship. You might say, what error? It won't be serious. Honestly, I can ignore it. This is not a winning strategy for solid code. In fact, it is just plain laziness. No matter how unlikely you think an error is in your code, you should always check for it and always undo it every time. You are not saving time if you don't. You are storing up potential problem for the future. Number eight, the Boy Scout rule. The Boy Scout have a rule: always leave the campground cleaner than you found it. If you find a mess on the ground, you clean it up regardless of who might have made it. Then you intentionally improve the environment for the next group of campers. If we all follow this simple rule, we would all see teams caring for the system as a whole rather than just individuals caring for their own small part. In conclusion, write code as if you had to support it for the rest of your life. If you were to accept that any of your previous or current employer had the right to call you in the middle of the night, asking you to explain the choice you made while writing a method, you would gradually improve toward becoming an expert programmer. Then you could ask 97 people what every programmer should know and do, and you might get 97 distinct answers. All advice is good, all principle is sound, and all story is compelling. Then I will recommend you to read the book titled 97 Things Every Programmer Should Know by Kevin Ellen. In this, you will get 97 different tips that you can include and use in your as you progress in your career, and you will find things being a lot more easier while you follow these advices. Thank you as you follow me.